Hey, happy new moon in Capricorn. I was guided towards doing a reading for the collective to see what the energy is looking like and what you guys need to know under this new moon. This is the first new moon that we actually have of 2026. I feel this is going to be very potent, very poignant, as this is setting us up for the year ahead. So, new routines, new rituals, new rhythms that will set you up for success. Capricorn is extremely intentional, very hardworking, disciplined, focused, organized. So I'm very curious to see how this energy may be influencing you and how you can work with the vibes, the stars, and, align to all of your desires and manifestations. So let's get into this. We have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini with a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. So we actually have a fire sign sandwich in between air. So it's kind of giving forest fire energy, like expansion. Things can be very explosive, okay? Bit of a explosive time for this collective. Whatever you focus on, whatever you direct your energy towards, it's going to amplify, it's going to expand, it's going to really take off very fast, okay? Spirit really is wanting you at this time of your life to look at the bigger picture. Where would you like to be 6 months from now? Where would you like to be by the end of this year? What goals do you have in mind? And what steps can you take day to day? What new routines can you implement that are going to help you achieve these goals, achieve these desires, and making these dreams a reality? What adjustments can you make that are going to help you in the long term? Communication is key. Definitely going to have a lot of conversations and truth. Truth bombs are dropping. There's going to be a lot of discussions, and this is supportive with the stars, right? We have a lot of Capricorn energy. Mercury, I think, is in Capricorn. I'm not the astrologist person, but I don't have all the facts and stuff. But what I can say is it's not just a new moon in Capricorn. We got a lot of energy, a lot of planets in Capricorn that's going to be supportive. And I feel like it's just bringing in a lot of alignment, bringing in a lot of understanding and planning, but being able to actually get this plan in motion. It's not just talks and thinking about it and dreaming about it. It's all about building it and making a plan, like a blueprint, And this is blue. So there's going to be talks about the bigger picture. I wouldn't be surprised if, whether you're in a relationship or you are dealing with any business opportunities or someone that you're considering building a business with, or moving together, traveling, lots of discussions about the future, you and your future, you and shared futures, lives that you're building together. There's going to be a lot of talk and a lot of plans that get off the ground. This is the starting point. Okay, this is a starting point. Fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Okay, so let me see what's at the bottom actually. Your dreams need a practical plan. See the planning, planning. And also notice we got triple full moon energy. Full moon. Now this Taurus is bringing in some stability. It's bringing in more things that we can taste, touch, feel, smell. Like it's bringing in our senses. It's now starting to bring our ideas into the physical. Okay, so your dreams need a practical plan. Fiery climax approaches Aries. This is now where things are getting heated, or maybe not like heated, but it's more of just like turning things up a notch from a simmer to a boil, where it's like, okay, we're ready. Like, it's making me think of boiling pasta. Like, you're ready to throw in the noodles. Like, the time has come. You've reached the boiling point where the liquid is now changing its state. It's changing its form. There's a shift that's undergoing, and you're starting to witness this transition, basically, is what this is looking like. So this is a big turning point for the collective. Your dreams need a practical plan. You are good enough and a new start is coming. So having the belief in yourself, in this vision, in this bigger picture, in these relationships, believing and fully knowing that you are worthy and deserving and you're ready and you're capable. That self-doubt that kicks in is gonna stop you from achieving these goals. It's gonna set you back. So your dreams need a practical plan, right? Planning is, it's like if you don't plan, you plan to fail. So have a good plan. Plans can change, of course, but have an idea, have those discussions, have those talks. Everyone's on the same page. You're worthy, they're worthy, you're all worthy. And guess what? Then a new start's coming and luck is on your side. New moon, and a win-win outcome is forecast. Pretty freaking good stuff. Pretty freaking good. I like that we got like that full moon in Earth. So it's bringing in a bit of that groundedness, bringing in that stability, bringing in that support that we need to really get things going, get things off the ground. This is interesting. Very interesting so far. And I'm going to pull an archetype card just to see the energy that you're working with at this time for this collective. Whoever you are on the other side. It don't matter the zodiac, but let's see the energy that you're working with at this time. See the vibes. Show me clearly the energy you're working with. The Hunter with Eros. Passion, drive, connection. There's this sense of reward, chasing after something that is very rewarding and very fulfilling and makes you feel good, brings in a lot of pleasure, brings in a lot of enjoyment, brings in a lot of fun and like intimacy. And it's just something that lights you up. It's something that's yummy. It's something that you want to have more of, like you just want to indulge in, okay? And so with the Hunter, this is that masculine energy. Capricorn is a masculine sign. This is about that drive. This is about that force. Also, you know, Chinese zodiac, we're entering the year of the horse. Technically speaking, we're still in the year of the snake until Lunar New Year. But 2026, right? Year of the freaking horse. Sagittarius energy coming through as well, right? Saggy energy. Shout out to the Saggies tuning in or anybody with Sag placements. Hey, but so yeah, this is momentum. This is freedom. This is maybe a little bit of stubbornness. Like nothing, no one, not even yourself could get in the way. Not even those doubts that you may have that might creep up, because you're so focused on this outcome, on this wish, on these intentions. You're so intentional. Nothing, no one would stop you, could stop you. There's nothing that could get in the way. And when you finally reach this goal or make this achievement, or there's this, what's it called? Like a checkpoint, like you've reached a certain checkpoint. You're like, okay, I made it this far. I got some ways to go, but this is proof in the pudding. It's just continuously rewarding you of like good behavior, you know, reward of good behavior. Like a dog getting a treat for behaving well, having a good walk. You get a treat, keep it going. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. Let me see what's at the bottom. The shadow and the venom. This is making me think of the devil energy with like too much or overindulgence or not being intentional with why are you doing this in the first place. All right. So you're like, your driving force, like this feels good. I like how this makes me feel. I like the attention. I like how whatever emotions that are being stirred up within you, that's being triggered. And I don't really say trigger in a bad way, but trigger in more of like, oh, I crave this. I want this. I need this. But this is kind of an obsession. This is kind of becoming an obsession, or not saying it is right now, but there's that potential. And think about it, Capricorn, the devil card in the tarot, a little too much, a little heavy-handed, things could get rocky, things could get messy, someone could get hurt, you could get hurt. Too much could be lethal. Lethal dose, right? With the venom, the shadow and the venom. This can also be representing our own fears, our own insecurities, our own doubts, our shadow side, you know, our inner demons that we're fighting on the regular that pop up here and there. And if we let them win, that could be the killer of these dreams that could stop us, slow us down, right? The horse getting bit by the snake. Suddenly the horse can't run, the horse can't walk, the horse is screwed. So this is something to be cautious of. Not to run from the shadow. The shadow's always going to be there, but to not let it overpower your light. That's interesting. Okay. We're going to use we have a few oracle decks I want to use today. All right, let's see what else wants to come through for this collective regarding this new moon in Capricorn. What do you need to know right now? Show me clearly. What does this collective need to know right now? I'll be the retriever. 41, maybe you're 41 years old, adds up to a 5. 5 in numerology is change, shifts, maybe a little bit of a challenge, but you can overcome it. I'll be the retriever normally comes up when there is some sort of, like you could call it a second chance. You could call it a missed opportunity that's coming around. Whatever's meant for you will find you. And it will keep coming back when you're ready. When you're ready, it will show up, basically. Something you have forgotten about, something that failed in the past, something that you didn't have the energy for, you couldn't fully invest, you couldn't fully show up for. You can now. You've been given a new shot at whatever this is. At the bottom, we have Luminous Doom, right? So this tells me that you had given up. You had lost all hope. You felt like a disappointment. Others were disappointed. You were disappointed. There was just a lot of regret, a lot of guilt, a lot of nights where you could have cried over this or got very upset over this. And it's like, I kind of do get a bit of a begging energy, like, please, please. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you at all. But Master Maker's underneath this, which just kind of taught you when you want something, when you know how important something is, that even though, like Luminous Doom, you might be really up in the feelings, you're not gonna let that stop you, / you're not gonna give up. Master Maker is an energy of determination, consistency, practice makes perfect. And so, you know, you may have fallen and fallen and fallen, but as long as you get back up, as long as you pull yourself back up, you try again, there's no, what am I trying to say? As long as you pick yourself back up, it's not a failure, right? It's only a fail if you quit. So don't quit. Keep on trying. And I'll be the retriever saying, okay, this chance, you got another chance at this. I don't care if it's the second chance, 5th chance, 10th chance, 100th, millionth chance. It doesn't matter. Every single day you get a chance, right? Every single day is a new opportunity. Every single moment, every single minute, you got a new chance. You don't have to wait till tomorrow to try again. You can try again now. You're like, oh my gosh, this new year is already off to a rough start. I guess 2027 will be my year. Shut up. You can start again right now. You could start again. Okay, let me pull some more. The Piper. Peter Piper picked a pail of pickled peppers. Okay? I don't know why that made me think of that. But the Piper is more bringing in a little bit of the emotion, bringing in a little bit more of the feels, sentimental, a way of self-expression and maneuvering through the discomfort, but finding ways to heal and reclaim your power. Okay? This combination, Piper with LB the Retriever, is like some of you are stumbling upon old music that you used to really love and you've forgotten about. And it just like bringing back all those emotions, bringing back all that nostalgic energy. And you're like, whoa, I feel like I've just time traveled. That's like random as fuck. But there's something that's very moving. There's something that's very healing and transformative with this. Okay, Singer of Transfiguration, energetic upgrades that you're going through. And as you are transitioning and evolving and stepping into this new form, this new era, this new version of you, this new body, this new soul, it's like you may not recognize yourself, or there's some things that you have to leave behind, or I just heard a loud sound, confirmation. There's some things you're having to shed, right? As we're leaving the year of the snake, you're shedding the final layer, the final countdown. That song come into my head. So 41, 24, and 11. We also have Singer of Connection at the bottom. Certain connections here that are going to be mirroring you, mirroring the truth, reflecting back how you show up, how you feel about yourself is being reflected back at you. Whether it's really good and it's like love and light and joy and healing and happy, joy, or if it's more of like, oh, I hate this, I don't like how this feels, I'm feeling triggered, I feel uncomfortable, I don't know, I feel scared. Like, there are relationships at this time, and maybe this is through conversations, and the whole communication is key. You're having these breakthroughs and realizations that are making you look at like, okay, wow, I really don't want to stay on this path. This is not the path for me. I need to make some changes, right? This person is making me awaken to these things I've been blinded to, or I've been suppressing, I've been ignoring, I've been making all these excuses, and holy crap, the truth is right in front of me. I got to do something about it. So there's that Capricorn energy be like, okay, it's time to make those changes to our habits, to our lifestyles, to how we show up for ourselves, because our foundation needs to be able to support us as we expand on our visions and expand on our dreams. So triggering a little bit for some. If you're already doing the work, easy peasy. Easy peasy. But if you're feeling emotional, sentimental, a little sensitive during this time, it's just the moon. Just the moon. It's all right. It will pass. It's short-lived. It's just to get you moving. Like, if you're feeling uncomfortable, it's because the universe is saying, okay, we're trying to push you to make a change, or we're trying to push you in a different direction. If you're not liking how you're feeling, it's because there's something more out there for you. Okay. All right. Animal cards. Why not? I'm using all these oracle cards today. Dragon trying to flip out. Which, okay, since I flipped out, we'll keep it. The dragon, this is your solar plexus. So this is highlighting your diet. This is highlighting your health, your wellness, your fitness, your sleep, regulating your nervous system. Some of you maybe are under the weather or a little bit ill. I'm not gonna lie, my sinuses earlier were acting up. I was getting little zaps in my face and my cheekbone. I was drinking a lot of teas. Like, oh, here we go again. So if you're under the weather, this is confirmation. Slow down. If you're feeling a little bit off, a little achy, a little tired, listen to your body. Don't burn yourself out. You might, if you burn yourself out, you're going to regret it. This is the time where it's like you need to have the energy so that you're able to, go after those dreams, go after those plans, go make a world for yourself, make a name for yourself, build that legacy. So this is also like getting clear with what your intentions are and your vision, right? Whatever this vision, this bigger picture that you have. Some of you is foggy. Some of you are like, I don't know, I'm just free balling it. I'm just freestyling. I'm just winging it. That's cool. Others of you, you're like, nope, my vision is crystal clear and I know what needs to be done and how to get there. Or, maybe you're in the middle where you're like, I have an idea. I'm taking the first step. I don't know what's going to happen after that. That's cool. Like, that's okay. That's good. But prioritizing you, yourself, your health, your wellness, that's like number one. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. If your battery is drained, how the hell are you going to help anybody else? You can't. So prioritizing you, your stability, your overall well-being, and also removing judgments that you've placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. Okay, Firefly. It's a bit of a flighty, in and out energy, a bit of a start, stop, like dipping your toes in the water. But Firefly is a lot of hope and optimism, and it's like glimmers of hope. Okay, so if we go back to the Piper, and when we saw Luminous Doom, you're like, you know, maybe those that are going through it or going through some heavier times, heavier challenges or emotions, during this new moon in Capricorn, you're getting these waves of gratitude, of enjoyment, of pleasure, of faith, of trust. You're getting visions of what your future has or like what's around the corner, and it's just getting you back on track. And same for those, like, you're still doing good, but you're getting visions of like what lies ahead and what steps you need to take. And, you know, consistency might be the problem here. We have the hawk at the bottom is in the reverse. So I'm like wondering if this is just setbacks or delays or things that are throwing you off track, or maybe just thinking in more of a restricted, limited belief, right? Hawk in the reverse. Typically hawk is like, look at the bigger picture, right? Look at the bigger picture, a change in the winds, some kind of news that comes in, a conversation, an invitation. It's like something that you've been asking for falls into your lap. So the fact that this is in reverse tells me either there's like something you're being sidetracked from, a distraction, something external from you that is out of your control that you have to just like surrender to completely. Something like that coming through. But Firefly is like also a very creative energy where if you don't grab a hold of the inspiration, it's fleeting, it'll fade. But if you're in the zone and you get hit with an idea or a vision, or like, you know, if you're an artist or creative, grab a hold of it. When you have that inspiration, even if it's 3 a.m, do it, because you're going to create some magic. And if you don't grab onto that, it's going to fade, it's going to slip away. So even if there's like an idea and you don't have the energy for it, just write it down so you don't forget. You're like, oh, but I won't forget. Write it down. You might forget it. You might forget it. How many times that's happened to me where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. And I don't need to write it down. I'll remember. And then, you know, a few hours later, a few days later pass. I'm like, wait, what was that? I was supposed to remember. I remember saying, oh, I'm going to remember. But what was it? So I don't know. I may just be forgetful, but I know it's not just me. I know there's a few of you that can resonate. But so we have Crocodile and then the Eagle that came out. And this is like that divine push. Crocodile's energy of like wait, observe, ground, rest, recuperate, you know. You ain't doing too much. You're just like chilling. You just submerging in some water. Maybe you're actually being guided towards taking a salt bath or go to a body of water, body of water, ocean, lake, river, like some place where you can submerge your body. That would be so good for you at this time. Highly recommend. Oh, what are these cards? I knocked them down. Moth, Cobra, and the Tiger. Okay. Well, I don't actually feel like talking about it, so I'm not going to. That was me. That was my elbow. But so you're going to know, you're going to have this divine push. You're going to get the green light. Right now, you're saying, nope, it's red. Listen to that. If you're getting, it's yellow, slow down. Listen to that. But when the timing is right, when you know it's time to go, it's time to get moving, it's time to take that next step, it's time to initiate, it's time to make that phone call, it's time to meet up with that person, go to that place, you're gonna know. Either you're gonna be the one that's like, yeah, I'm gonna initiate, balls to the walls, I'm the hunter, or there's gonna be some sort of divine intervention that pushes you and it's like outside of your control and it just happens naturally. And then you're like, whoa, wait, how did I end up here? How did I end up with this situation, this person, this grand meeting, this divine timing that's unfolding? New cycle being birthed, new cycle. The Eagle brings in karmic evolution and change. And there is something being brought up about like karma. What? I wish I could tell you. It hasn't revealed itself just yet, the oyster underneath. And there's something that goes deep. Let me see. Oyster, elk, lizard. I don't know. I'm getting this vibe of like, you're ready. You weren't ready then, but you're ready now. Kind of goes back to Elby the Retriever, something that failed or wasn't successful in the past or missed opportunity is because you just weren't fully ready for whatever that was, that job, that relationship, that fill in the blank. You weren't ready, but you're ready now. You weren't ready then, but you're ready now. You're ready now. Are you ready, Freddie? Shout out to anybody named Freddie. Okay. Let's see. This is all like a mess. Whatever. Who cares? Like literally. I mean, I could put it nicer. Maybe I should, but all right, we'll just go like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Let's see what else might be important during this time for you. All right, what else does this collective need to know regarding this new moon in Capricorn? Show me clearly. Messages for this collective. Full moon in Capricorn. 2 of Swords. 2 of Cups. 10 of Cups in the reverse. 2, 2, 10. Maybe it's 2:10 p.m. for you. Oh, and here we got the Devil at the bottom. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. 2 of Swords. Well, you're at a crossroad. A big decision. What on earth are you going to choose? You could be in your head. Maybe you're not seeing all the facts. You're not seeing things crystal clear, right? Look at the bigger picture. Communication is key. Have the necessary conversations. Ask the necessary questions that came through in Scorpio's reading I did before this. And you're going to get your answers. Fiery climax approaches. Okay, conclusions within reach. So you're like, Jade, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I'm conflicted. I keep going back and forth. Head versus heart. Literally 2 of Cups after that. So yeah, no shit. Head versus heart. Logically, this. Emotionally, that. What the heck do I do? And the 2 of Cups, well, this is highlighting, and then 10 of Cups as well in the reverse. This is highlighting your relationships here. A specific connection could be romantic, could be family. 10 of Cups in reverse. This is about a living situation. 10 of Cups in reverse would be saying that you're not happy with the way things have been going. 2 of Cups, there's love here, no doubt about it. But the 10 of Cups, you're not fulfilled. You don't either feel safe, you're not feeling like you can grow, or you feel restricted, you're feeling restraint, you're feeling held back in some way. And that would confirm with the Devil at the bottom. You're feeling stuck, powerless. 8 of Pentacles and the Hermit. You're like making all these sacrifices, making a deal with the Devil, being convinced, okay, if I just keep working at this, if I just keep going, if I just keep trying, like eventually I'll break out of like, and you know, let's see, Hermit, Knight of Swords in the reverse. No, it's Knave of Swords reverse. Okay. Judgment reverse. I see a cycle that keeps on repeating and you keep getting stuck in. All right. Some of you, since the Hermit is here, this is looking kind of as if someone doing a lot of work on themselves, recognizing their own toxic habits and traits that they're recognizing, okay, I have to do better. I have to improve. I have to, maybe you're getting some sort of help or therapy, or you're like actively choosing a better path for yourself, better lifestyle, better habits. Maybe you have struggled with some sort of addiction and you are on the path to becoming clean or sober, or, you know, it's like there's something in your life that you're cutting yourself out of, or you are cutting back on. Maybe not fully cutting out, but you're cutting something back. having more discipline, having more structure, having more rules, like making it a commitment to yourself, making it a daily promise to yourself to do better. Okay? That's powerful. Keep it going. Keep it going. We got Virgo energy over here. Virgo and Capricorn. But yeah, it's like, if you're recognizing I'm really not happy here, then it's time to make a change. It's time to make a change. It's time to choose differently. Could you imagine yourself in this situation a year from now? If nothing changed, is this where you want to be January, or whenever you come across this reading, January 2027? Do you want to be in this situation a year from now? Yay or nay? Comment down below, yes or no. There you go. So it's an eye-opening time for this collective on this not full moon, on this new moon. It's an eye-opening time. Like, what you want to grow. What do you want to grow? What? Okay, let's see. We have the 4 of Coins, 8 of Cups in reverse. See, there's like energy that's like holding you back, or you're like you holding yourself back. There's that mentality of lack, fear of not having enough, fear that there's nothing better out there. So you just stay put with what's safe, with what's comfortable, what's familiar. 8 of Cups in reverse. It's like there's some kind of attachment here you keep getting sucked back into. 9 of Wands reverse. It's exhausting, it's draining, it's not fulfilling. And then the 5 of Coins in reverse. But I do see that there's some kind of improvement. It's like, I don't know, this 4 of Coins is giving like a choked out energy. It just makes me think of weeds that are choking out the garden, the flower. It's like getting in the way of the growth and the expansion. It's like preventing, it's like split ends that prevent your hair from growing, which I actually knew I need to trim my fucking hair. All that breakage, not good. Prevents the growth from happening, right? Okay. Anything else? Priestess with the Empress. Got that divine feminine energy over here. Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning Pisces and Taurus energy, as well as Libra. Empress is Libra, Venus, and Taurus. Venus energy. This is that, it's like pregnant, but you're not showing just yet. It's that incubation process. Let me actually see what's at the bottom. We have the Ace of Coins. What did we say? This new moon in Capricorn, or whenever you come across this time is very potent, because this is the blueprint for the year ahead. This is setting us up for the long-term success. Most likely, we're not going to see these fruits overnight. The fruit of our labor, we're probably not going to be reaping rewards tomorrow. But Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, cheesy saying. It's true. It is going to probably take a few months, maybe springtime, right? We have Pisces. So maybe as soon as Pisces season, that's not that far, right? We're about to enter Aquarius season. After Aquarius season, we'll be in Pisces. Then we'll have Aries. Then we'll have Taurus. So Taurus, end of April to May, those months could be relevant. But so this is where there's a lot of changes and growth going on behind the scenes. It might not be so obvious. You may not be seeing all this momentum, all this crazy transition, all these changes happening in the physical, in the 3D. It might be very subtle, or it might be very gradual. It doesn't mean it isn't there. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This is like being pregnant without showing the bump. You're fucking pregnant. There's a new life that's growing. Your entire life is going to change. Your entire body's going through transformation. Some of you literally are pregnant. Congratulations. Or maybe giving birth in the near future. Congratulations. Maybe there's someone around you that's literally pregnant, right? Symbolically speaking, pregnancy, new energy, new life, new chapter, new experience, that sort of thing, okay? You don't have to take it literal. But it's like so symbolic. So, so, so symbolic. And again, new moons. The moon is invisible. We don't see it. Where is it? I can't see it. It's not there. It doesn't exist. No, it's there. You just can't see it. Can I see your brain? No, but it's there. I know you have a brain. I know you're smart as fuck. I know you're intelligent. I know it. Your intuitive gifts and abilities also are developing. The more open you are, the stronger they become, the more they develop. So you might be doing a little ritual, little new moon ritual, maybe a little spell work, maybe a little writing some affirmations down, working with some herbs, whatever floats your boat. Speaking some things out loud to yourself. All that carries energy. All that is magic, right? It's all about the intention. It's really cool. Very cool stuff. High Priestess and the Empress. If there's something you feel the need to keep on the down low, keep hush hush, keep it to yourself, listen to it. Listen to it until you're ready to fully share or invite others to be part of this. Keep it to yourself for now. What was at the bottom? Ace of Coins, the Lovers. Ooh. And the Queen of Cups. Ooh. Queen of Wands. I see some sort of relationship here that's developing. Could definitely be romantic or someone that you see the longevity of a partnership. This definitely could be romantic. And if it's not, and if it's just business, just pretend they're not kissing. Okay. But I am seeing around this new moon Capricorn is highlighting solid contracts, whether it be literal contracts that you're signing and agreements that you and others or you and a person or come into agreements, or if this is just energetic contracts. But I am seeing here divine encounters, divine meetings, and divinely timed connections here that are going to really change your life for the better. And probably going to be part of your life for a very long time, years or till you die, that sort of thing. A lot of major arcana over these last couple of cards. So pretty significant, very significant changes in the air, but you feel good about it. So listen to your heart, follow what lights you up, try to stay out of your head. Nine of Swords and the Hermit. Question whenever you start having those doubts. Whenever you start questioning, where is that? Your dreams lead a practical plan. You are good enough. Whenever you start questioning, maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I'm not deserving. Go inwards. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, why am I thinking this? Where does this stem from? Where did I learn this from? Let me reprogram. And that takes a lot of mindfulness. That takes a lot of consistency and practice. But any single time you start to think of this in a negative way, challenge it. Change the narrative, change the story. Watch how your life transforms. So flipping those anxious thoughts and those doubts. It's hard at first, but it gets easier. Consistency is key. It will change your life. Ooh, that Tower and then the Fool. I'm telling you, it will change your life. It will change your life. It will be life-changing. Okay, I think that is where we'll leave this reading. We're almost at 40 minutes. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate you guys so, so much. Private readings are available down below, and I hope you all have a wonderful new moon. Bye.